Hey, Karen here at Tinkerbomb. Today we're going to work on a little simple project, this little Bristlebot. It just takes a few pieces, a piece of a toothbrush, some foam dots, a battery, and a motor. So let's get started. So I ordered a bunch of these toothbrushes in bulk from Amazon for various projects. We're going to go over how I used them here today. So I just took some little pliers snip things. I don't even know what these are really called. And cut that. Now this is going to have a little bit of a sharp edge because the way I twisted it. So I take my a nice little file and I just file it down because, you know, I don't want the kids to get hurt. The kids could probably do this all themselves, depending on your age range and your children's interests. When I do this project in a group setting, like I did with the Cub Scouts, I come with the toothbrushes already cut just because I don't want to have to deal with that aspect. I'm working one-on-one with kids, or maybe even like a small group of 3 kids. I may do it myself. Now I'm splaying out the brush, which you'll understand later because we're probably going to have to do that part again. So now we have that. We're going to need a motor, which I forgot to get out. Now I typically also, if working in a larger group, will prep the motors before we go. If you watched my paper circuits, parallel circuit, we went into the negative and positive aspects of wires. These batteries, even though they have the wires indicating positive and negative, will operate either way. A lot of times that is true. What happens is it'll just reverse the action of the motor. These are wire strippers. The wires on these are way too thin to use these wire strippers, so I have to use my little snips. Now I am very careful. I like to hold this end closer to the robot very firmly, and I just cut off the end, which is not what I intended to do. So because I have a tendency to rip the wires from the battery, so what you're trying to do is you're just trying to get the wire. Oh my goodness, and I did it again. You know what, I'm gonna grab another one so that we have enough wire to actually do this. And you know, I bulk prepped them and I didn't do it, but I think me sitting here talking to you and trying to prep them is just not working for me today. So I may need to be quiet while I do this. There we go, we have one side done, and now we need to get the other side done. You can probably maybe hear my bird in the background. He is wanting me to interact with him or turn his music back on. There we go. So now the wires are exposed. We're going to take some foam dots. I'm going to put one here. Boop. Now these foam dots have a paper backing on the side, so we can take the top off, and that's how we're going to stick that on there. And we're going to get another one, and we're going to put it down here for the battery. So we're going to take this side off and stick it on here. And then we are going to grab our battery, which I thought I had grabbed one. No big deal. And we are going to remove the paper backing here. using my fingers. We're going to take the red wire, although it doesn't really matter, but for some reason I always do the red, and stick it down on the foam dot. And then we're going to put the battery down. And then we are going to grab another foam dot. And we are going to stick it on the blue wire. And then we're going to put it on the battery. And there we go. Our nice little Bristlebot robot. Now you see how it fell down? That was why I splayed it. You might want to mess around and just do a bunch of this activity to get your robot to do various things, and that's really what the kids love doing, is experimenting with that. You can also experiment with the placement of the battery, like does putting the battery over here with the motor over here do anything? Does flipping this battery around do anything? And this is usually the first simple robot I build with kids. So if you enjoyed making this robot with me today, click subscribe, hit the bell notification for notifications, and give me a comment to see what other robots you would like to build in the future. Thank you.